Hey everybody, Mr. Mario here. Just before we get to the actual podcast, a couple things I just need to say before I roll the actual intro. Firstly, this is a opinion-based podcast. Any opinions that you hear in this podcast are the opinions of those that actually spoke in the podcast. So this does not represent anyone else's opinions but our own. Secondly, you probably, well actually not probably, you are going to hear some brand names and names of actual people in here. Some of those names have either been fully bleeped out or partially bleeped out, as well as a few bad words in there as well. If you have an issue with what's been censored out, please do send me a private message on YouTube. The reason why I was just doing that was to decrease the chances of getting into copyright trouble or any other sort of trouble as well. So we're not being paid to say anything. We're not being paid to bring up. We're not being paid to advertise anything. We're not being paid to do anything by doing this podcast. Nor are we being paid to do any other podcast or any other video on this channel. So I just need to tell you guys that, and so without further ado, here's the intro, and enjoy the show.
So, on the subject of Who Doctors.
Wait, I need to actually get the introduction.
Go for it. I haven't done one of these before. I'm new, by the way. I'm Michael.
Okay,
hello,
guys.
and hello. My name is Mark Unknown. I have returned.
And I'm Ethan Back.
I got Mike, Ethan, and Mark. I'm not even sure if I have podcasts from on this channel anymore, but from them, but definitely not Mike. But anyway, I am Mr. Mario, and welcome to the Open Podcast. I am showing up. It's really quiet on my computer, but
Yeah, I also see that. Maybe it's just you. No, because I am also apparently quiet.
And me.
I'm still quiet.
Okay, anyway, cue intro.
There we go.
Okay, there we go. So, if you haven't read the title, which I have absolutely no idea why you wouldn't have.
Who are you?
Because you kind of have to read the title to know what this video is about.
It's another Doctor Who podcast.
That comes out very loud when you're that close to the mic.
He's breaking this
You
speaker.
maxed out the volume there.
Probably need to
Mark.
be like an OMP.
Now that I have your attention,
After blowing your ears.
blowing up your poor eardrums.
now that I have
And
your guys'
blowing anything
attention,
else.
No, yeah, this is supposed to be about Doctor Who, and we are successfully 2 minutes in, and we have not talked about Doctor Who.
well then let's talk about Doctor Who. Let's talk.
Very well.
Perhaps some of the most recent activities would be. Does anyone know when the new season is going to come out? Assuming that there is a new season.
Well, it would be a new season because they haven't revealed the Doctor's name yet. They said that on the last episode.
But
they
on
would
the
reveal
last
Doctor's name.
episode, they would reveal the Doctor's name, which means it's never going to happen
Oh?
because the show's going to make money forever.
If
Probably.
over 50 years, the most popular, the best sci-fi series of all time. It's gonna.
And that's coming from a big Star Wars fan. He hates Star Wars compared to Doctor Who.
Wait, no. Well, okay, you can't really compare Star Wars and Doctor Who. They're about different things.
Yeah.
So many different characters.
Good job using that power of Google.
Yeah, but
power
I'm
of
just
Google.
Okay,
those
those
of you
Doctor Who came first.
So we don't exactly have a camera, unfortunately, running right now, and I apologize to the people who are watching this,
Do
but
podcasts have cameras?
some people use cameras. Some
Does
people
your face have a camera?
Shut up. Anyways, I'm just...
Get the GoPro.
Oh my word.
Inside joke.
Anyway, so I'm
Alright.
just trying to... Michael was just kind of what he meant by using the power of Google there. It's just that I'm trying to look up to see if there's any date as of the recording of this podcast on like when season 10 of Doctor Who is supposed to start.
Season 10. So apparently they took a while off after the 8th Doctor. I can't even remember because there's just so many.
That's a little bit less seasons than Naruto, that's for sure.
Don't bring up Naruto into this.
12-episode series is expected to air in early 2017.
Yeah! What?
Preceded by a Christmas special in December 2016.
Resident Evil 6 or 7 is coming.
Okay, that's
According
cool.
to Wikipedia.
All right, that makes sense.
Hey, you know what?
Resident
Wikipedia
Evil
is a
7 is
valid
coming
source
then.
if it's not a school paper.
That is true. That is so true.
Very nice, my friend.
Well played. But anyway.
Knowing our luck, it stopped recording.
No, it's still recording.
Wow, it is still recording.
Okay.
Oh, good.
For those
I
of
didn't stop it or anything.
anybody who's watching,
stop
please
you.
email us instructions on how to operate some basic
know what I'm
software.
doing.
He knows how to do that. You need to censor that out because Mark is not good at that.
Okay, well,
He's
I'm
not
going
good at
to
words
keep, I'm going to
because
keep
I are
swearing until you figure this out.
It's like I just pop up a video clip of me like editing this, like and just like bleeping, like just going through the process of bleeping that out.
You start swearing while editing, and you have to. You're like layering beats on top of each other. We're really bad at talking about Doctor Who, by the way.
All right, what if I just start off with like a really long
about
and then from this point on,
That is definitely being censored, Ethan.
I can speak
I
a
could do
tiny bit
more.
of Japanese.
boring personal facts. Boring personal facts aside.
Fita.
All right.
Anyway.
The last time of this podcast, I was only mid-season into season 9, but now I am officially all caught up on the series, and coming from what I remember from the last podcast, there was the episode with the moon. Turns out that the moon was actually an egg of a giant celestial being. And I thought that one was a really big turning point for the series. It was a test of Clara, and well, quite an asshole move for the Doctor, quite frankly. Like, I get that yeah, sure, humanity does need to decide things for itself. It does need to, I guess, have hope and not blow shit up every once in a while. But did it have to be right now? Was that truly necessary just to have those 3 people on the moon station in 2049 and have the rest of the world try to vote by turning its lights off? Are you sure, Doctor, was that really the best idea? Are you sure? I mean,
I'm gonna have to put a giant spoiler alert before that, aren't I?
I do apologize.
Wasn't that the plot of the 4th Futurama movie?
Futurama?
I never
More
watched.
seasons? Ooh.
Aside from Futurama. But...
What about Family Guy?
No, the moon never hatches in Family Guy.
You don't say.
It does in the 4th Futurama movie, though.
But...
What
Spoilers.
the hell?
Spoiler warnings for this entire podcast.
I'm probably gonna have to make a separate
Link
audio
defeats
clip.
canon.
But several years have... But there... About 2 years have passed since the 9th season and the 10th season. No. Now, Peter Capaldi has officially done 2 seasons as the 12th Doctor, and I think there can be quite a bit of debate when it comes to him being a Doctor. What do you guys think of Peter Capaldi? Good, bad, toss
He's
him?
the guy with the white hair?
Yes,
He's
Yeah.
the old font.
Yeah,
Well,
I
that's one
like
way.
old people. I like Peter.
yeah.
Old people are good. Get rid of Matt Smith. Never bring him back. Not even for cameos.
Excuse me,
Oh,
Matt
come on,
Smith was my
Matt Smith's
favorite.
I know. That's why
I will
said
kill
it.
you.
I really like Matt Smith, honestly. Like,
Please, can I use my fist?
has Matt Smith been
Come
anything?
here.
Has Matt Smith been in anything other than Doctor Who recently? Like what's?
No, because he doesn't know how to act. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Does
He's
that
a British
really?
actor.
Matt Smith is
you
a good
want
doctor.
to be-
Matt Smith is a good
you want
doctor.
to
I know
Bro,
we're
come on.
friends, but I kind of hate you.
Come on, do you want a street brawl? Let's do this right in the middle of the cast.
This isn't Street Fighter. Let's just. Yeah,
I
but
love Street Fighter.
1v1 me in Street Fighter, please.
if we were to,
1v1 mean Smash.
if
Okay,
we were
back
to-
down here,
Okay.
please.
Back to Doctor Who. Sorry, I'm not very good at this. I haven't watched the show in like 2 years.
well,
I
Probably
haven't
not
I
the
haven't
best
watched
to be
it.
here.
Well, you watch Doctor Who. That's what's important.
I haven't
True.
watched it
Hey, I'm
since
more
like Matt
qualified than
Smith.
Adam.
Yeah, probably.
well,
I need
we
to
can
catch the
Yeah. I haven't watched it since Matt Smith.
Well, since Matt Smith.
Okay, what engineer tonight?
Yes.
I have to go home in like 20 minutes.
Okay, what engineer in
Alright,
20 minutes? Like, just speed it up like 100 times.
Yeah, we'll like hold down the Y button on the remote. Anyway.
That was actually the plot of a Germa episode. He tries to learn
Germa?
the entire plot of Metal Gear Solid by having it downloaded into his brain, and the machine keeps breaking because there's too much data, and so he just kind of passes out. It was actually quite funny.
There's actually some very similar things that happened on season 1 of 2005 in Doctor Who. Apparently, Ninth Doctor and Rose just went to New York? Was it?
Or is it New York?
New York.
Yeah, something like that.
Where you?
And
could you
so on to forever.
Could you imagine what the conversations would be like? Where are you from? I'm from New York. What you from? Brooklyn.
It's the
What's
exact.
it to ya?
Brooklyn remains the exact same. You still don't want to go there.
But I think, but one of my most favored episodes of Doctor Who with Matt Smith would have to be Journey to the Center of the TARDIS. Honestly, it's where the TARDIS sort of breaks down. Clara is trapped inside the TARDIS. The Doctor tricks 3 different scavengers to help find Clara, and because apparently they went into the TARDIS and. He's like, you have to help me find my companion. Why? Then he flipped these levers. Because I just activated the TARDIS self-destruct. So they all frantically run to find Clara. And when they do, it turns out Doctor was like, oh, the TARDIS has no self-destruct. I just flipped a bunch of levers and put on this little program. It's a little flip the lever. It's the old flip the levers trick. You fell for it. But yeah, we just learned that the TARDIS is big and intricate and... possibly the most unique and best ship in all of fictional history.
Like if you watched Yu-Gi-Oh and you remember what the Millennium Pyramid was on the inside, I don't know.
Wait, Yu-Gi-Oh's mind?
If you have to censor the word period.
No.
Okay.
We have to censor everything now because of new stupid copyright laws.
The Millennium Pyramid on the inside was like this MC Escher thing, and it was like this tiny little object. That was really cool. It's basically the same thing. It's a warp space hyperdrive. Tegan is upset because that's wrong.
Well, except the TARDIS might be. Except the TARDIS is this phone box. This tiny little 1950s phone box that's indestructible, can travel anywhere in time and space, is bigger on the inside, can create matter. Like it can create a bunch of random stuff. It can.
And mine is bigger than yours.
Oh yeah, that.
Wait, is there a... I don't know this, I haven't been keeping up with the show. Is there ever an episode where some random person legitimately has to phone the police and uses the police call box at the corner of the street to do so?
Didn't someone randomly run in?
There was a Christmas special where the Doctor actually goes goes into this time where the exterior phone box of the TARDIS was actually still commonplace in Britain. So he said, just take me to the blue police call box. She takes him there. It's an actual phone box.
See, because to me that would be a good plot for an episode, is some random chap stumbling into the TARDIS. Piss drunk to vomit.
Well, that's well.
I don't know.
Poor Doctor.
The poor TARDIS.
Well, that might be difficult since the Doctor is a living entity and it doesn't really allow anybody. It doesn't really allow anyone it doesn't trust. For a while it didn't trust Clara, so she couldn't enter the TARDIS without the Doctor or his key.
Oh, that key thing?
Yeah, like
the lava and the.
Yes, the lava and the.
More spoilers.
For a while.
Everything is
More
spoilers.
censorship.
For a while.
Bleep everything. Just put a spoiler.
We're just going past 12 minutes. It's just 1 minute.
Just
tone.
put a spoiler for the rest of the video. We're bleeping this out because people talked about it. And just bleep
I was at the
entire
beginning
thing.
of the video. I'm like, warning. Spoiler alerts and lots of Morse code.
You just act like, dude, you should Morse code in the swear words.
We're probably breaking the sound.
Yeah, you spike it so hard.
Oh!
Big headphone users. Do you want to start over?
Oh my god.
double
Rest in
layer.
peace, earphone users.
You stop leaning in and then shout
Anyway, back
Let's-
to the topic. We are
get
so
back to
bad at keeping on topic.
I can talk about
Hey, it's
it.
just like me when I try to sleep.
I don't know how many people watch those YouTube videos, but the new episode of ReZero came out today, and I haven't watched it yet.
Go back to
Shameless
Doctor Who,
self-promotion.
please.
We cannot talk about anything else unless it's in comparison.
I sponsor.
I am so sensitive. Okay, anyway, back to Doctor Who, please.
Send me.
Mentions. Since, in other words, in 2015, the Lego, the toy that you might know, has created this exclusive Lego Ideas set where a fan has designed his own Lego-fied version, playable version of the TARDIS. He submitted it to the group, and they passed it as an official Lego set.
They did?
Yes, they did. But and here's the thing. In 2000 and
One's a Space Odyssey.
give me a
That's
second.
another sci-fi thing. That's related.
4 months
Star Trek.
4 months before the release of that set, there was a game called Lego Dimensions. It's still going on today. It's getting ready for its second year.
It is?
Yes, but
I thought that game was dead.
during its first year,
like Flappy
it's
Bird.
Lego Dimensions is a Toys to Life game, and since it's Lego, they had the inclusion of a Lego Doctor Who. After playing the Doctor Who level expansion pack several times, and I mean several times, I can say that they did an amazing job on that level. They packed that thing with Easter eggs for even the most diehard Whovian fans, putting just spray painting Bad Wolf on a bunch of random walls for whenever you walk by them.
Isn't the hub like inside like a vault or something?
This podcast is not sponsored by the Lego Corporation. All statements issued that henceforth and pretenses to this disclaimer has not been sponsored by the Lego Corporation. None of the proprietors of Tag and have any affiliation with the Lego Corporation.
Also, my armpits are sweaty.
All information distributed about the Lego Corporation and its subsidiaries are purely the opinions of the people within the podcast and do not reflect any monetary value.
Please insert more
you
legal
go.
stuff here. Thank you very much, Mike.
Monster
You're
Energy.
welcome. I think I actually did that disclaimer right.
Yeah, probably.
You don't have to censor that out anymore.
Yeah,
I put that in there.
I'm not gonna do anything with that. I'm leaving it as is.
Anyway, so
We should have a swearcast.
except
This is one big joke.
so having so Dimensions. Dimensions has its own. Now in Dimensions, you play as the regular story mode with your starter pack, which would be Lego Batman, Lego Wildstyle, and Lego Gandalf the Grey. They. Using the portal given to you in the starting pack, you can travel to a Doctor Who, hub world. You can travel. You're basically found in a rift loop, but then he comes through that vortex in his TARDIS and uses a grapple gun to just basically just reel him in there. And I must say, being a Batman fan and a Whovian, and
Because I'm Batman.
because I'm Batman. It was amazing to see Batman and Doctor Who interact. You know, for Batman's ludicrous skill and intellect, his effectiveness as I guess a hero or a character pales in comparison to the Doctor. You know, but that's the thing. You know, Batman is only human, and Doctor
The Doctor
is not
has
human.
2 hearts.
The Doctor is a super
That makes you
intelligent
really
alien
smart.
with 2 hearts and has
Wouldn't 2 brains make you really smart?
We'll talk about that
Don't
later.
shush me.
Talk about that later.
We'll just talk about that. Anything off topic, like when the podcast isn't going.
So,
Well, we can talk about like the biology of the Doctor. That's related.
Well, what he was saying, but anyway.
Oh, okay.
What,
I
2
said
brains?
anything
That'd
that
be
was
amazing.
off topic. Anything that wasn't related to Doctor Who, I meant.
you know what I'd like to wonder about Doctor Who is, so I get that they can regenerate, but they only have very limited regenerate. They can only regenerate 12 times, and the only reason the Doctor was able to regenerate for a 13th time was because he was granted another cycle by the Time Lords.
Yeah.
So
As I was telling you, Tegan.
so like
More spoilers.
By the way, more spoilers, more censorship. Do Time Lords like
How
are they
I
sex-
wonder.
Yes.
So
Yes,
so
because they're not asexual.
Like my girlfriend, or was going to be. Off topic, anyways.
Aside from Ethan's boring personal life.
This is horrible.
So,
delete this recording.
Should we just end?
yeah, let's just start over. Start over.
No, we're
start
uploading
over.
this to YouTube. Give this footage to me and I'll upload it to my YouTube channel.
You know what? Fine,
'cause this
fine,
was
fine.
hilarious.
I'll
give us
upload
a-
it to mine.
It was like it's just like we all have our own separate channels and we just upload to each one.
I actually don't have a channel. I can make
Because
one,
we
though.
Then we
can.
all upload to our own separate channels with our own edits.
In the land where I was born.
Okay, anyway,
Man,
we're
who sailed
ending.
the sea.
We're coming up on 20 minutes here.
And he
We're-
we need to-
told me-
all right.
Oh,
And-
it's like
Okay,
That's 20
this
minutes
was
of
Mike,
epicness.
Mark, and Ethan, and I'm Mr. Mario, and I'll say goodbye.
Yeah.
See you in the next video.
want to
That you,
win. I want to Windows Movie Maker this so bad. Because I don't have any other editing software. You started again. Why? Why? I wasn't even ready. I have no content. I'm going to rant about anime. So I haven't watched the new episode of ReZero yet. But so far, every episode of the show has been amazing.